Friends, welcome to consumer behavior subject. So today we are going to see one of the motivation factors, McGregor's X and Y theory in motivations. How these motivation factors will affect on employee motivations. How different X kind of people or might be Y kind of people we can able to find it in the industry in motivating their employees. So myself is Manadi, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies. McGregor X and Y theories, it is propounded by Douglas McGregor in the year of 1960. This theory, X and Y theory, suggests that two aspects of human behavior at work. So majorly we can able to find two kind of people in the work spot. So some people are very much positive or some people are very much negative in taking the things. So he wrote a book of human side enterprise, one of which is negative for X theory. That means some people are very negative, always they will be negative thinking. So such kind of people he decided that X theory X, and other people are very much positive. So that these people have been decided like X theory Y. From this, he formulated two models of management based on the hierarchy in lower order needs, that is X, Y, theory X, and higher order needs, that is theory Y. He suggests that the management could use either set of the needs to motivate the employees, whether low order leaders or whether higher order leaders that's taken use in order to motivate the employees. So, under understanding this theory, our management style is strongly influenced by the belief and assumptions about what motivates the members to run our team. So, we need to know what kind of people which are there in the industry, what is the thing they are expected, and what is the thing if I'm able to give it, so that they will get motivated. That we should know it being a management people. So if you believe that the team members dislikes the work, you will have an authoritarian style of management. If the people are always dislikes to work, so that we can use authoritarian style of management in order to get things done from those employees. So on the other hand, if you are assume that employees are pride in doing the good job, so you will tend to be adapt to a more participative style of management. If some people are very much pride or they wanted to be perform better towards the job or towards the industry. So for those kind of people, we can use a participative style of management in their industry in order to motivate their employee performance. So theory X kind of people, they assume that every employees who are working in industry, naturally they are unmotivated. These kind of X kind of employees, what they assume is they are normally they are unmotivated and they are least like to work in industry. Always these kind of people has to be encouraged, and you should use authoritarian style of management in order to get things done with these kind of people. So it summarizes that workers need to be constantly watched and instructed what to do. So and how to do all those things has to be continuously observed and monitor it. So it assumes that employee dislikes to work and they are very lazy and they are dislikes to take a responsibility and they must be kind of coerced. That means it has to be forced them to perform their task. So let me see the characteristics of such kind of theory X kind of people or negative kind of people. Normally they are intolerant and they want to do distant and they won't be detached to the work, and they are aloof and arrogant, they are short-tempered, and they are issues instructions, directions always addicted. So issues threatens to make people to follow instructions. Always we need to threaten them or coerce them to make them follow the instructions which is given by the management. Always we need to demand for the work to perform. Never ask does not team building, so does not participate in the decision making activities, and they does not participate in the work by naturally. So they are unconcerned about the staff welfare or moral. So they are fond of sometimes they point out that distractions and one way of communications are poorly seen. So theory Y kind of people, they show that participatory style of management, that is decentralized, that means power has to be delegated to themselves in order to perform better. It assumes that employees are happy to work, are self-motivated, and they are very creative and they enjoy the working with a greater responsibility. These people are ready to take a responsibility and they are self-motivated and they are very much creative in their performing their job if it is assigned some job to those people. So it emphasizes that the staffs are self-disciplined and they would like to do the job themselves without coercing somebody. So it assumes that like employees like to work very creative and seek the responsibility. Always they will be expecting a responsibility. They will always perform the job in a very creative manner that they can exercise self-direction. That means they do that doesn't require that much direction from the management and all the ways. So these kind of people, what kind of characteristics they are having, they take a responsibility and are more motivated to fulfill the goals they are given. So they are considered to work as a natural part of their life and they solve the problems immediately, imaginatively. So they always participate in the work and they always participate in the industrial activity and production activities or industrial activities. They gives rewards and feedback to the organization. Normally, these kind of people work to implement additions. They wanted to have a more participatory style of management in order to implement additions. They are the good listeners. They wanted to always take their input from the management side. They are concerned about the self staff welfare. So if you compare these kind of two peoples in an industry, so point of difference is if you take a attitude, the people these kind of X kind of people they dislike to work and they find always boring and they will avoid to take the responsibility or work. So coming to the theory, why these kind of people who need to work and they want to take an interest in it and under right conditions, then they can enjoy it. So coming to the direction, if we see the directions, the people must be forced or bribed to make the right efforts. So this is the kind of people they need to perform the work means we need to force them or we need to be bribed and to perform the work. So coming to the why kind of people, people will seek and accept the responsibility under the right conditions. Normally, these kind of people have a responsibility because they always seek for the responsibility as well. So normally the responsibility, if come to responsibility, people would rather be directed and they accept responsibility. They will always avoid the things responsibility. They don't want to take up a responsibility which is assigned by the management. So coming to the theory why the responsibility, if we take it as people seeks to accept the responsibility under the right conditions, they are the responsibility taker. So coming to the motivations, people are motivated mainly by money or fear about the job security. Now these kind of people normally work well only if you're able to pay good money or if you're able to coerce them or force them to perform the job and if they feel that job is going to lose, they are going to perform. Otherwise, other kind of people, so under this kind of theory, kind of people, under the right conditions, if you're able to provide the right conditions, people are motivated and decide to realize their own potentiality. They will use their fullest potentiality to in their work of a job which is assigned to them. So coming to the creativity, most of the people have a little creativity except when it is come to getting ground ground rules. That means they are very less creative. And coming to the theory wide kind of people, they are very much creative and in ingenuity they are widely distributed across unused ways. So coming to the this is a reference you can able to use it to get more information. Thank you.